Fielded in the end zone, it's Horn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buffaloes offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Scanning the field, it's Sanders. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Can anyone catch him? The 10. Touchdown, Colorado! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So the Colorado State Rams offense has its first opportunity of the day. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
He wants to throw here on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw it again. Skips away from pressure. Pulls it in. It's Morrow.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Rams have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Rams look to do some damage in the red zone. On the run, it's Morrow. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting to run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
This drive facing a little adversity on second. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Bucks. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What about the speed of that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge play and gets points out of it.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Rams will bring the punt team onto the field. A low line drive and short kick. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Back to pass, it's Sanders. He looks that one in nicely. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking the play. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their 2nd passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going for the big play. And that will fall incomplete as we have played 1 quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Rams will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Offense set on 1st down. They go to the ground. And the ball's on the ground. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Holds and fires complete to the right.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding a soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw at Sanders. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Second and goal for the offense. Trying play action. Trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. And that's exactly what happened.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback will audible. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Rams will have it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, I tell you what, a lot of times you roll your quarterback to the right or to the left, and in this case, the right. And you're trying to get him outside the pocket to buy him a little bit of time, get him off that spot, take some deep shots, and he missed, but it was a nice shot down the field.
The aerial assault continues. The sure hands, it's Morrill. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion and your guy can pick up some yards.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes. And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
On the run, it's Morrill. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to the ground game on the left. Just steamrolling his way through. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Back to throw. It's follball25. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Colorado State. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll leave it with him. He's there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Handoff from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Buffaloes will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To throw, it's follball25. Trying to escape and get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Rams moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the tight end. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. This field goal, still down by 24. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Catch in the middle. It's Horn. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. He's got his man. They'll immediately call timeout. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Oh, he makes the catch. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Firing to the right, complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
To the air. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Wide open downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Rams are on the move. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. Pulls it in. It's Morrow. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Back to the air one more time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. No good. You're looking for anything, just something to go your way. Couldn't find it there. Still down by 24, guys. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The corners are walked up tight. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Might as well stick with him. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Looking for a productive play on first down. He leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Sanders. Got his man down the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Buffs! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rams line up to punt it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Sanders. Got the quick pass. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
DB's right up on the receivers. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
It's still 3rd and goal.
Single.
From the gun, wants to pass. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
Yeah, you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They go to the draw. The Rams get enough to move the chains.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Morrow. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll try the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Reels it in down the left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Rams headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. It's complete. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
39 on the play. First and goal, Colorado State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Wide out in motion. To the air, it's Sanders. Quick strike complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Pulls and fired complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Off play action. Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They keep pushing pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Going over the top, and he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. The offense set for a first down play. Running back searching for a hole. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him after he picked up 5 and got him inside the red zone down to the 16. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely perfect. A penalty marker is down. If this is on the defense, the offense is going to have a choice to make. Do you dare take the points off the board and go for the touchdown? You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get